Well, that do you have a head cam? Like a actual head cam?
Hmm?
Do you have a head cam running since you're running 3 4
A-firm.
especially?
Ofcom's one mic.
Oh, you're talking about one of those head cams.
Copy.
Mike, this is Alpha.
No,
He's off.
I don't think so, because I don't think anybody here has the ability to. Yeah, but I don't think the Androids have that capability.
Yeah, Bravo, let's make this quick.
Do you have an Android on you? So they can.
Copy. I put
Actually,
those
that's a good
down.
point.
Those
I'll
are
go
going to
grab
be
them.
reinforcement groups for the. Basically, it's a custom squad. No grenaders or anything like that. Just machine gun and riflemen.
2IC, Gates is CLS.
Who's 2IC?
That would be you, Drum.
Roger.
Hawkins copies.
Alpha Bravo, let me know when you're good to go. Roger.
3-4 is ready to go.
Alpha is set.
Radio check on frequency 1.
Alpha to Mike.
2 over.
Back on comms.
Morgan copies out.
Mike, this is Alpha.
Alpha, this is Mike, send it over.
Be advised, Sergeant Gates is CLS for Alpha tonight.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
Fucking tie holes.
CLS for Alpha, Sergeant Gates. Understood.
Frickin' kid, all screwed up.
Right, yeah, gentlemen, form a half circle around me. Take a knee.
Hello?
Hello. How are we all doing tonight, everyone? Excellent. Good to see. Thanks for coming, everyone. Fill-ins couldn't do it without you, as you know. Just a brief admin point for 3-1 billeted members. Don't forget the start time for squad training is 2100 hours. I understand real-time issues happen. However, if you can be here closer to the 2100, that would be preferable. Tonight's activities. Tonight we're conducting 3 activities. First off, we'll start with a brief sand table / classroom session. We'll move on to a confirmatory exercise using a CQB exercise that has been developed. And finally, we'll move on to a field exercise where we will practice a couple of other tactics and things out in the field in a rural setting. First off, I've been asked to just reconfirm as a part of a classroom setting, reconfirm a couple of things dealing with the M320 underslung grenade launcher and the M320 individual grenade launcher. First off, how many do we have in the squad? Anyone?
2, Sergeant.
2?
3, Sergeant.
2 to 3.
Oh, 2 to 3, depending on the...
In the squad, 2.
Squad leader.
Excellent. Yep. In 3-1, we carry 3. I carry, the squad leader carries 1, and each of the grenadiers carry 1. The M320 in the fire team is not the grenadier's primary weapon. Is the grenadier's primary weapon. The M4 is not the primary weapon of the grenadier. Can anybody tell me why that is so?
The M320 produces higher casualties, Sergeant.
Excellent. The M320, as well as the M249 light squad automatic weapon, there I was going to my old designation, squad automatic weapon, is are the highest dealers of pain and death to the threat that a squad carries or a fire team carries. It is essential that the M320 be used correctly at all times. In 3-1, what I'd like to see moving on from here is the grenadiers taking fire direction from the team leaders. That includes target designation, adjustment of fire, and when and how to use what particular ammunition. Any questions on that?
Make it for me starting.
One, there are two grenadiers on the ground in front of me. One of you tell me both types of, all types of grenades that we use here in the 506. Specialist Morgan.
Thank you, Sergeant. We have just your standard high explosive grenade round, and then your HEDP, used primarily for like vehicles.
Excellent. Yep, we have a high explosive round, a 40mm by 46mm high explosive round, and we have a 40mm by 46mm high explosive HEDP round. The HEDP is used primarily against soft skin or light armoured vehicles. However, Chain of Command issued a small point during the week, which indicates that a number of HEDP, primarily up to 5, can be used against larger armoured targets if you target directly the tracks or wheels of those armoured targets. I believe Sergeant Lee successfully demonstrated a couple of times during the week that a main battle tank can be immobilised using HEDP rounds. That's not to say, though, that a fire team or a squad use HEDP rounds as a matter of course against armoured vehicles. That's not to happen.
Hold
it's
on.
In...
Can HEDP rounds take out a tank's tracks in real life? Sergeant Lee.
No.
I don't think he can hear you. I think he's up in the air, sir.
Sergeant Lee, Captain's looking for you.
Can HEDP rounds take out tank tracks in real life? Can't hear
I'm
you,
going to go.
Sergeant.
I'm going to go ahead and say no, sir.
I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, if it can be done in real life, we can do it here. But if it can't be done in real life, we're not going to do it here just because we can. That's one of those things where we're going to follow realism. You do not shoot HEDP at an MBT unless it's something like a World War II era tank. Can hear you.
I think so.
Testing, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Hey, thank you. My statement was, it does happen to old MBTs with unprotected track, sir, but it does take repeated attempts, and you gotta get lucky.
I'm talking about modern MBTs.
Modern MBTs, no, which is why I only tested this against T-72s, which are unupgraded or older.
How do you tell the difference between an older T-72 versus a modern T-72?
ERA blocks. If they have ERA blocks, then obviously it's an upgraded version, and if they have side skirts, sir.
Okay. So what about a BMP?
It does work, but obviously once again repeated attempts, and you got to get lucky, which is why it is not recommended, and pretty much not safe to be using HEDPs as a primary weapon system against armor.
Right.
Last-ditch attempt only.
All right, please continue.
Thank you, Captain. Thanks, Sergeant Lee. That was the second point, was HEDP can be used against ERA, which are explosive reactive armour, some of the older variants of it, of course. The main point I want to take away from employment of the M320 in a squad or a fire team is it is not an indirect weapon. It can be used in an indirect sense, where it can fire into a window or over a wall. However, it's not to be used for firing distances in an indirect fashion. It is a direct weapon used against direct point targets. It can be used against area targets out to 300 metres, as you know, but primarily within the fire team, within the squad, it is to be employed against direct targets. Are there any questions on that?
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative, Sergeant.
Excellent. All right, if there are no further questions on the M320, next week we'll have a confirmatory lesson where we'll go ahead onto a range and the entire squad will fly the M320 and have a look at a couple of scenarios and see how effective it is. That is just reconfirming OSAT training and just getting back into touch with some of the basics of operating in an infantry squad. If there are no questions here, what we'll do is disappear from here and reappear using the flagpole. Where's our Aries, Mr. Silversmith? Using the green flagpole and teleport to what point? The big one. Mount 2. Move to Mount 2.
Move to Mount 2. Mount 2.
Good copy.
Are you cool with running with me as a buddy team, or would you like to
You tell me.
Over on the back one.
Alpha Bravo 3-4, lock and load, and check earplugs once you get in.
Lock and load.
Lock and load, like check.
Okay. I checked, by the way.
Let me try.
Oops.
We're painting them colors already.
X marks the spot of treasure.
Or the first target.
X never marks for the treasure. Alpha Bravo 3-4, let me know when you're all in.
3-4's all here.
Bravo's all here.
Alpha's all in.
Excellent. Right, gentlemen, ladies, what we're going to do tonight is a brief confirmatory run through of a facility that has been set up to test our training of last week, which was in Mount and close quarter battle. The establishment behind me has been designed for to conduct a squad clearance. I want Alpha and Bravo to briefly discuss what they're going to do with their squads, how they're going to, fire teams, and how they're going to do it. When you're ready to go, let me know. I'm not going to give you any further training on this. We spoke in detail last week about CQB and Mount. This is to confirm that training. Alpha Bravo, I'll leave it to you to begin.
All right, Alpha, Bravo will tuck in behind you.
Roger. Let's see, I want Hawkins taking point, followed by
3,
Drum.
4, if you just want to follow on and support as you see fit.
What if you want to relay to Alpha? We're going to bounce between you guys wherever we are needed or wherever is best for my weapon system.
All right. I think they can hear
Moving
you.
up.
All right.
Yeah, well done, 3, 4.
Yeah, I'm on you.
Buy it out.
So Goss will just follow on behind and act as we see fit.
It looks clear to your left, far to the right side, it opens up again.
Door to the right, an opening to the right.
Moving to you.
One target down, far right. Can't see that left corner.
I'm watching far.
On you, Gates.
Does that door open right? I don't think it does. Locked.
Bravo, can you push up on the left?
I'm just gonna go slightly out that way.
One on the left. Hold that second right while you're pushing.
Hey, Douglas
Hammer,
crossing.
can you hook left?
Yep, go for it.
Right there. I'll watch your far.
Crossing, Morgan. Watch
I'm
out.
pieing.
Yeah.
Copy.
On you,
I'm
Hammer.
watching your far
Line up.
corner.
Corner's clear.
Copy.
You want to go left or up the apple?
Let's go right.
Crossing, you're correct.
Bravo's going
Freaking
left.
Team 2, hold the alley.
Hey, friend.
Crossing.
You've got room.
Alpha's
Moving up
taking
on
the
the
alley,
left
Bravo. You continue left.
Pieing.
We're going to follow the Bravo team for now.
Left.
Yeah, I'm on your 6.
Alright, I'm
Watching
looking right.
high.
Holy shit.
3-1 to 3-4, we're going to follow your Bravo team for now.
Alright,
Okay, Roger, we're gonna have to watch our highs.
Good copy, 3, 4.
Copy, hooking left. Left
Turn
clear.
white. Don't worry about your highs. We got it.
I'm moving to these windows. Alright, I'm gonna stick to the
Right.
building and move up towards the rear wall.
Okay, got opening and pieing it.
Alpha 3-1 will follow you.
Solid copy.
Alright, looks.
Okay, it goes
When you drop.
into the corner to your left, close.
I dropped one west
within
southwest
10
in a
meters.
building.
I'm gonna
Let's get
get
these
a,
stairs. Building on the right looks good.
I'm gonna go
floor.
right.
One down.
I'm gonna take
Alright.
my left.
I'll get your left.
We're going right.
Let's get to the shooter.
Where are friendlies from here? I don't fucking see them.
Friendlies to your east. They're clearing through the
Yeah, I see
cargo
east, but
containers.
Yeah, let's go back to them. I think
Moving over to you, Hammer.
they have one man down.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Out of the open.
Trying to get out of there.
Yeah. Almost got your head.
That's, I know what I did.
With
This
you,
is
White.
Bravo. We're up. We're holding security west of Alpha at this time. Break.
All right,
Alpha, be advised, you've got a shooter second story to your immediate north. It's the next lot over.
Tap, tap.
All right, going right.
From his right.
Holding.
Copy.
Hey,
Don't go up, don't go up. I'll
One
watch that
story
corner. He'll peek
on the
again.
left. Moving up to this corner.
I'm gonna hold this alley.
Yeah, I got a doorway over here too.
Pass the smoke.
Yep.
It's
we got white smoke northwest. By that
Yeah, copy.
story.
Let's clear out the upper floors of this building. They're bypassing it.
Behind you.
Alpha, this is Bravo. Going to the north.
Let me go first.
Hard corner. Freaking.
Yeah, take it.
I've got a great.
Gonna go and go left.
Taking out target.
Copy, going right.
Right.
Clear.
Going in left.
Roger.
Clear.
Left. Straight across from us.
He's down inside you, alright, White?
They're just to our west.
Yeah, I'm good.
Next building. You okay?
We'll continue to follow Alpha.
Down.
This is Bravo. We're up.
Alright, let me take the window.
Here,
All yours.
Get my back. I'm at. Start to push
I
this.
marked some of them.
Are you up? Are you up?
Yeah, I'm moving.
He's inside the building on this next building to our left.
3-1 is taking fire from directly south. Building, 2 over.
Where's the upper team?
South.
Alright, you keep security on that. I'm gonna keep security west.
Copy on you.
Freaking go through where Alpha's at to get to us. Do not go on the west side.
This building's not cleared. I just dropped a guy in the doorway here.
Pushing left.
It sounds like Bravo's got
We just took fire from the building behind us. I dropped a guy in the doorway. Should we hear that?
Fine, it's
Make
fine.
sure you're spraying things
I
green
don't
when you
see
clear them.
anything through this right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a gap right now.
Finish clearing.
Did you hear him, White?
Negative.
just
I was
opened,
behind the
Morgan.
corner. Send again, last round.
There's a building
This is
behind
Bravo
us
Center.
that we took
Jason, I
contact
have
from.
Make sure
I
your
dropped a
teams
guy
are
in the
marked
doorway.
with that green so you know it's
We
cleared.
did not clear the building.
Disregard, we have the 240.
Alright, Clay, let's move to the next one over.
You guys are
We're
marked.
losing angles to watch there.
Maybe Charlie.
Alright,
Marking our things. Moving over to the next
This one should be. Yeah, this one should be clear. The one of the other fire teams cleared.
Yep. Ours was marked out. Whoa! Behind us, Douglas.
The west side is not cleared.
Hey, drum
Mike,
is
we're
down.
going to clear this building. We're going to clear this
Mike,
building.
Mike, drum is down.
The wall right on you.
Yeah,
Off
I
the
don't
frag, you can get him.
fucking
Alpha, sorry again.
3-1, this is 3-4. Your Alpha fire team has 2 men down on a rooftop. I dropped a shooter. That was overlooking.
Guy,
Roger, 3-4. On the rooftop.
Here. You know you're fragging that next one.
Hey, tell 3-1 there's an alleyway to their right that guy probably went down.
Oh, they just fragged the guy that I fucking dropped was where the frags at green flag. Alright, Clay, let's drop security. Let's go get those casualties. Nobody's moving to them.
Copy. Moving.
Copy. I'm on the
3-1, this is 3-4. We're moving towards those casualties.
Yeah,
Here,
come on.
Douglas, what's
They're on this rooftop
Guys,
here.
where are they?
3-1. This rooftop here is where your casualties are. Right
Roger,
there.
Thank you. Cheers. Back.
Douglas, did you go?
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. I just went around the corner of the wall.
But from what I saw,
Yep.
Good copy, Alpha 3. I see. Maintain a static position until we get these people up.
I dropped a shooter that dropped them, so we should be clear here.
Copy. There's a gate across the way that's not open.
We got somebody who's along with casualty right now. Let's go help them.
Copy. On you.
Opening.
You're gonna have to go in and go left.
Hold on. Let's go around. Let's go back around.
Okay.
I don't like that.
How's Mara looking?
Yeah, it should be right.
Here we go, boys.
Mine's gonna need blood.
Copy. I don't know where they are.
You can breach this door back here.
Back to your original
Clay, grab the casualty. Clay, grab the casualty.
I got him.
Full security.
I got Hawkins. Get security. Yeah, I got CLS. Get security.
I gotta go find my other guys.
They're on a rooftop down. Just hold security here with us, Gates.
West here. Hammer.
Your mic and actual are with them.
Yeah, no, I gotta go. I got your back here, Douglas. This is the one that dropped.
Hey, is the door behind me clear?
What, on the back left or the one? No, I don't know.
No, the one close to him.
We started to clear it, but then we figured.
Don't move, Hawkins. Don't move.
Got Manny on me.
Pretty fucked up still.
Alright, with me.
Gates is green.
No, hold on, let me get it. We got
Hawkins, you're good.
friendlies on the other side of the door.
Take that.
Hawkins, you want to check this? I dropped a guy that got you.
Reach that building. Let's
Just
reach
back
this
there. Let's move
border here.
Yeah, sweeping around the left side right now.
We're clear on this
To
structure.
your direct west.
Yeah,
on the wall.
let's follow them in.
One dead in this.
Copy.
Okay, there's an open door in the back of this thing.
Because I want to get up on that second story once they clear this.
No, we were trying
Copy.
to get back to you, but
I'm on you.
Looking over at
Your shots.
this building.
Someone with me?
Try it again.
Yeah, what's your...
I'm holding the front doors here.
I'm going upstairs.
Alright.
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I'm
Let's clear this.
meditating.
We're gonna need more than just two of us.
Hammer, we're checking the buildings you're meeting
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
Let's wait for a fire team to catch back up to us.
Yep. If you wanna watch this door right here, I'll watch the far one.
Let's pull back and pull. Friendly. Get out here. We can probably get on one of these rooftops over here.
I'm holding a long hole.
Clear.
Yep.
Friendly.
It's clear.
The fuck is this?
Watch the murder hole though.
Bullshit.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, this building's marked clear.
That's cord.
Alright, I'm gonna... Reloading, stand by.
One left. Got 3 doors on this side.
Gun up.
I'm holding 3 doors. Send it.
I got this door. What's your status? Opening.
Okay, they're stacked on that building that we were just at. Let's go move over to
Hey,
the
come back here for a second.
Left clear.
The building that we're going
garage.
in. We're going in there.
I see movement. Shadows behind that wall.
I got an opening right here.
Copy, there's friendlies in here, so I don't want to blind fire that.
Right there, and there's no friendlies there.
Yep. I'll hold back here. You
Put some AP in that shit.
Let's hit. First. I'm grabbing it.
Should be able to knock it down.
Send traffic over.
No, it's not going.
Reloading.
Negative. We're clearing it this time.
Okay, well,
We're
that's
gonna take
This window's locked.
Let's move over to that 2-story.
copy.
I think we'll be of more use over there.
Guys with 3-4 over there.
What's the murder hole?
No, we're just down below.
That's the stairs on the. I got the stairs on the left.
I'm pretty sure friendlies are clear through this, but I didn't see marks, so let's just re-clear through it real quick.
Copy. Yeah, there's friendlies up top.
Okay, copy. Yeah, let's push up there.
Drum, did you get the guy in there?
One in the left.
On you.
One in the left.
At 3.
Let's pull the stairs right.
Going in, going right. Clear.
You need to get a bit higher.
Let's clear.
You can't hit the ground.
First floor clear. Moving to top. Higher check behind you. Clear. Move up.
Going up. He's down. Going right.
I've gone left.
Yeah, he was in the right.
Right clear.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go left. Clear.
Let's move from here.
Up clear with the fire team. Come back down to you.
Oh.
I'm with Mike. Which way did you go from that building that we were on?
I'm still on that second story.
I'm moving back down.
Okay, you were on the other building then, or the.
Yeah, that left-hand door, that 2-story.
Copy. Yeah.
Where's your buddy?
He's right on the other side of the wall here.
Stick with him.
All right, I don't see anything else.
Team 2, me and Hammer.
I'm gonna move downstairs. There's 240s up your gates.
Let's continue west.
Open from this side. Pine.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Once you're moving. Right side looks clear.
Some sort of shoot house deal going on.
Left
Got a
side.
wall
clear.
about 20 meters down.
Yeah, right. Going in and left.
You're bleeding.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Right.
They're two
You're
are
bleeding.
left.
Nothing.
What the fuck was that?
Apparently,
Hello?
friendlies.
Is there anything
Hello?
to that?
You're good.
Apparently these walls
Oh,
are...
When I clear out that 2-story with a roof in front of us, we're going to move up to that.
Machine gun on the fucking top floor.
Hey, there's a machine gunner on the top floor. He opened the door and.
This is Bravo, be advised, there's a cord in the...
I have no fucking idea where that guy is.
Okay, on the door.
Demand again.
Gonna go in.
Moving.
He's behind the sandbags.
Nope, not very good.
3-1, 3-4. Had at least a fire team cross. Moving southwest.
I need Mike. Here.
He's right here.
Being shot at again.
34, you get eyes on that cord on top of the villa?
It's kind of open on the right.
Negative, not at the moment. White smoke is blocking our view of that.
You're on your own. Keep checking in.
Good copy. When you can.
Right, a fucking
that will
Hawk,
destroy it.
40 over there by.
We'll go.
About 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You're good.
Like I said.
That corner's blocked
Alright,
down.
the cord is good.
Hammer, if you peek this, this should be open kill zone.
Stay still for a hot
The
minute.
corner southwest of the building you're in is blocked down.
Don't worry about it.
3-1, this is 3-4, destroyed.
Movement, bottom floor.
Be advised,
Yeah,
that cord
yeah,
is
you
being
got
destroyed.
Destroyed.
On you, Jay.
Here's what to do. Don't go out there. That's what that cord was. Get back in
Watch that top floor, right hand side of that. Get down, get down, get down, get down. 3-1, this is 3-4, my MG's down.
on 3-4.
Shooter in the villa to the north.
24 side, again, Havoc. 3-4's back up.
Don't move, I'm getting you.
Could use some pain management, otherwise I'm fine.
Well, you're bandaging. I need to bandage your head first.
Yeah, I'm working on that now.
Don't worry about it, get your gun up.
Copy.
Bottom floor villa.
Mike, we both could use some pain meds. Lo, don't stick your head up. That cord is looking directly at us.
No, the cord's down. Destroyed.
It looks like the cord's down.
Well, what was it then?
Roger that. Eyes on you.
It was just a shooter that poked his head through a window or something I didn't see.
Oh, copy.
Said that pushing in a alley.
They
to the
vacated that
left
3-story, or the 2-story roof in front of us. We're going to move up to that.
3-4, be advised, my Bravo team is pushing into an alley to the west side of the villa.
3-4 copies.
Left side of the building.
There's no entrance. There's another door down here.
Hey,
Good. Yeah, I got
you should be able to breach this door, and I'm not sure if this is or not.
Let's not go that way. I think we got to go this way.
Door right.
Gotta love that murder hole.
I got him.
Yep.
I got him.
Nothing up the stairs, I think. Looks like it's bad.
Doing well, keep the cover up.
Team 2 check in.
Mike over here.
Moving back to you guys.
3-4, this is 3-1, and my brother.
You up? Nope, you're not.
That works.
3-1, this is 3-4.
Bravo, be advised. Alpha
Same.
come in.
Be advised, my gunner is down at this time. He's being worked on currently.
Heavy fire coming from the scaffold on the backside.
What's your location?
3-story top floor, right next to the villa.
Got one man down.
Good copy. Mike and I are on the way to you.
Bravo, where are you taking contact
Direct
from?
left is clear.
Mike, be advised, or let 3-1. This is 3-4. Let Mike know that IP's been administered.
Upstairs.
Roger, Bravo, be advised that
We're up here. Mike, the guy that shot him is down.
Back up.
the villain out.
Alright, direct right is
Hey, watch that. Right over there, there's a...
Inside the villa. Be advised, friendlies are inside the villa.
Watch that far left over there, there's a break in the wall. I got you right.
Hey, it's friendlies inside. Watch them with the frags.
Alright, friendly's on the north side too.
Friendly's moving up, second
Bravo,
story.
whole frags inside.
Copy.
Watching. We'll go up.
Strictly external now.
second floor.
Again?
Yeah, I was supposed to keep your security strictly external right now.
Yep, I got the right-hand side of the villa.
Roger, I'm moving to you now. Let's get on.
Yeah, come to me. I'm overleaving.
Pop a new mag real quick.
Copy, going up. Right, looks good.
Of that belt that I linked for you, how much have you used of it?
Hey, Goss, right over here.
Not much.
Darn it, what did I do? Oop.
Alright, let's move up to the villas. Everybody else here.
Roof out clear.
That's one objective. How many of the other objectives have we done?
Yeah, copy. We're moving up to join them.
Alpha B advised 3-4 moving to your position.
Let's continue to
Alpha
clear.
Bravo, once this villa's clear, I want you to continue to clear
3-4 is
this
taking the
compound.
roof.
Yeah, have we taken the blue flag?
This is Bravo. Be advised, we cleared pretty thoroughly through the west side of the compound.
Mike need to be.
We have Alpha
Mike
to the
might
east side.
need to attend to.
I don't think there's much that we missed. Freaking
Yeah, copy.
Alpha, confirm that you have cleared the east side of the compound.
As an A-firm, Alpha has cleared the east side of the compound from main floor to roof.
Alright, sounds like everything to our north has been clear. Let's get set up in defensive watching southeast.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm looking southeast currently.
Form up on me.
Index.
Form up on me.
Copy.
Index.
Sure, petition for your weapons.
Condition 4.
I'm sure you heard that. Condition.
I didn't use a single throw.
I'm at the
let's rally
northwest
to the
corner
south
of
of the
the villa.
Copy, northwest corner.
Roger that, northwest corner.
Just wait,
Northwest corner, if you didn't hear, Clay.
until 3
Yeah,
for drinks. Alpha Bravo, let me know when you're good to go.
Alpha's all here.
I try to put through the column. Do that.
Bravo's all here. We're still patching up.
Excellent. Okay, Jets and ladies, from what I saw, started off really well. It was an unknown. You had no idea what was in front of you. Good communications between the fire team leaders initially to start off. Once you got moving, you started moving smoothly. Communication was maintained in difficult circumstances between both fire team leaders. The only thing I picked up was there were 2 points. One, marking up of buildings, ensure fire team leads, that you confirm that buildings are marked once they are cleared, particularly in this sort of situation where you're clearing through a fairly large compound. That should be one of your primary aims, aside from clearing, is to ensure that you mark up the buildings just so that you know that the buildings are clear behind you. In some circumstances, it could be relevant to mark up entranceways and doors as you proceed through them. For instance, place a green mark on the ground here as you pass through into an alleyway or go through a doorway. Secondly, is ensure that you do clear behind you. One stage, both teams have moved through an area, and Mike and I got engaged from a gunman standing in the bottom floor of a room directly in front of us. So ensure that you systematically clear rooms, that you mark them up, and proceed onwards. Any questions, Alpha, from Alpha or Bravo?
No questions, thank you, Sergeant.
Bravo?
Thank you, Sergeant. I do have a question and a comment immediately following. If I recall correctly, we're moving on to a somewhat more open exercise after this, correct?
That's to come, yeah.
Roger that, Sergeant. So I wanted to comment mainly on two things. One's my bad, for sure, which is that I did not communicate quickly enough to my guys that there were friendlies breaching the compound, and I made the wrong assumption that they were aware that there were friendlies in the compound. I believe Alpha got a frag thrown at them by friendlies. So if that was indeed the case, I understood that was going on. That was on me. Secondly, Specialist Meyer, I'd like to address something here real quick. At the beginning, you stated to flank and continue heading west. This entire scenario, from my point of view, sightlines were working against us. And while it might have been a bit of a clown car getting all of us, especially with the extra shooters that are here, into the same chunk of compound there, it ended up being the case where I could not communicate clearly to you what was going on at points or what I was seeing, because even if I did, you would not have been able to have seen them, and vice versa. There were things you were describing to me, and I just had no idea what the heck you were talking about. So, on that note, I think there's something to reflect on as far as, even though it may seem wasteful, we can, have much better security and better situational awareness if we're relatively in the same area. That's all I had, Sergeant Lowe. Thank you.
Yeah, just to comment on both those times. Yeah, ensure that you do ensure that the grenade use is done in a safe and proper manner. Don't throw a grenade if you believe that there are friendlies in the vicinity. As for your not lack of, but difficult situational awareness at stages, a way to get around that would be to use your aids that you have integral to your equipment, your Blue Force tracker. Refer to that when you are speaking to your other fire team in simple terms. See my position, 2 buildings over to the northwest, the alleyway to the right. That is a way to maybe enhance your situational awareness.
Roger that, Sergeant.
Captain, did you have any points?
I can't really comment on what Sergeant White was talking about because I didn't understand what he was saying at all. He said something about west and then completely lost me.
Okay, Sergeant White was relaying to Specialist Meyer that...
okay, hold on, stop. Specialist Meyer, did you understand what he was saying?
Affirm, Captain,
okay,
and I had a comment on that.
If I understood it or not, because it wasn't directed towards me. The only thing I have is, were we spraying our building? Hint, the answer is fucking no. So we went past a bunch of buildings. We got shot in the back at one point because we went past the building. We had already gone past like 5 buildings that hadn't been sprayed that we knew were clear, so we went past one that wasn't sprayed, and it wasn't clear. So what happened? We fucking got shot in the ass. Is that acceptable?
Negative, and I've debriefed the squad on that already, sir.
Okay, well, let me reinforce it. That was me reinforcing it.
Thank you for that reinforcement. Specialist Mike.
Thank you, Sergeant. The only comment I have is I thought we did a good job of getting into the comp, and then there became a Y where Alpha had to go right and Bravo had to go left in order to cover all the lanes. So Bravo, if we ever get into a position where one team goes right, one team goes left, and then you need additional resources, go ahead and send that up on comm. Say, hey, we need both teams over in this direction. And if you don't understand what buildings we're talking about, also communicate that. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Specialist Mike. Any other debrief points from those gathered? Mike?
I have something, Sergeant. I'll make.
Thanks, Sergeant. Nothing from me.
Oh, sorry.
Suddenly.
You
Just two things, folks.
speak up.
Make sure you speak up.
My mistake, sorry. Just two things, folks. Number one, stay with your battle buddies. As in an environment as dense as this one, make sure they're in your line of sight at all times. Number two, this one's easier if I just show you. Stand by. Alright. So, folks, two people were stationed up here on this the top of this building, the machine gunner and his assistant. Obviously, this was the only viable Overwatch position in the whole area, but as I am fond of saying, if you can see the entire AO can see you. Make sure if you are to take up a position in such an exposed, high ground position like that, you have to make sure you watch all entrances from the top of that building. You can see the top of the villa, the bottom of the villa, the roof of the villa, the sides of the villa, and a bunch of windows all around you. So when you're taking a position in such an exposed area, you have to make sure you got everything under control. And if you don't have everything under control, ask for help or reposition. That's all I have. Thank you, Sergeant Lowe.
Thank you, Sergeant Lee. Any other questions or comments?
I have a comment, Sergeant Lowe.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Sergeant. How many throwables do you guys have left? And I ask that because you should have literally used all of them during this, excluding the smoke.
Let's it's not your role to go over stuff like that.
Copy. In that case, that's it. Thank you, Sergeant.
However, I will reinforce, ensure that you correctly employ throwables, especially in a situation like this where it is fairly close. You're entering rooms that you're not familiar with, and you're in a situation that you're not familiar with, and you don't know what's around the corner. If there are no other questions or comments, there's a armory box directly to the northwest. Reconstitute your kit out for further activities. You have 3 minutes.
Off comms, 2 mics.
Roger.
I'm already
Does it
loaded up. I'm good to
reconstitute
go.
when you add water to like a powder to make it?
Yeah, like I
I'm
said,
pretty sure
I
it's
gotta
operating.
drop.
So, yeah,
Sorry.
you're good on that, yeah. Manny, take care.
Alright. Saturday I should, but if not, I'll definitely send you a message. That was my fault before. I just recently found out what happened.
Negative. Go back to
O'Halloran, so I've been
normal,
sending all my stuff to him.
Isn't allowing me to grab the ammo I need.
Okay. I mean, if I have a fixed one.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the. It's not.
I'll let you know for sure though. Definitely, you should know by if latest by Saturday morning, but usually I'll know by tomorrow.
Tango Mike.
Alright. I apologize for my
Alpha radio checking point 1.
No worries.
Charlie.
Any station that's Alpha radio checking 131 over.
Live Charlie 1310.
Alpha copies.
Did you add
Good.
full arsenal to that, or did you put it somewhere else?
I added it to that.
It's still not letting me.
Is there everything else there
Wait,
that
speak to
dictates
you
the
for a
full
sec.
arsenal?
No. So just
Okay,
real
I will lay down something new for you then, and we'll just see.
a different box because that box doesn't have the
Hammer back on comms.
pouches I need.
Copy.
Yeah, I can't take them either.
What's up?
What's the next teleport?
So next teleport is helicopter and helicopter 2, because there's now enough that we need more than that. So
I was gonna say, I think I hear helicopters.
they go through. They go to Objective Lion. You'll be doing what you need to get there that you mentioned before to me.
Okay. Is it marked up on Blue Force or a map?
It's on the map if you look to the north.
I'm so glad you're back.
You mark the entry as well.
Don't thank me.
Yeah, give me a second on that.
Yeah, certainly doesn't have the preferred ammo in it.
Ah, shit. I guess I'll just give you a full arsenal, eh?
No, I don't. I don't remember anything past like a week ago.
We do have a box
Right,
over here,
while
Sergeant.
doing that, I will mark up the entrance.
Thank you.
Farm's not fucking here.
I try again, full arsenal.
Thank you.
Raj.
Okay. With the 40 millimeter.
Green.
You want me to,
Green.
Drums green.
you want me to
So many choices.
real quick?
Okay, bye. Say again last.
Hmm?
What? Are you gonna stay with me this
I like your
time, or
notepad in your vest, Sergeant Goss.
change battle buddies?
Many choices.
I don't want to talk about what happened.
It's just the
I got lost.
993 AP mixed.
Right,
Is that one of those
right there.
notepads you can
Yeah,
Where did
find
you
it.
get from? Did you get a new hole
Alright,
in you?
do you see the,
Went through that window.
What's funny is it actually does kind of look like one of those.
And I was up on a platform like 150.
Yeah, certainly got it taken care of for us.
If it makes you feel better, I shot the guy, and then I shot the guy that came after that
Alright,
guy, and
Sergeant
then I
Lowe, do
shot
you
the
see
guy
the
that came
LZ
after
Alpha
that
now,
guy,
north?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
and then I shot his friend
Okay,
that was
so
down
you
here.
start there, helicopter and helicopter 2, you'll move to Objective Lion.
Are you
I
gonna
got some
chill
LOA
with us
lines
from now
there,
on?
you'll be hounded the entire
I
way.
think that might be.
Gotcha. What's the difference between helicopter and helicopter 2?
Say that again, sorry.
Oh, it's, okay, for immersion purposes. Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure we got shot from.
My mind just blanked. Copy.
Fucking
Goodbye.
window up behind.
Oh yeah, you were sitting on a tinfoil can.
I will say, Sergeant, no, I just didn't mention it. Debrief. Not the whole squad needed, but from weapon squad point of view, that was spot on. What you guys were doing, pushing out in front of us, clearing buildings so we could prop up into SBF positions. It was very nice. Not a lot of squads do that correctly. We didn't have to clear a lot of rooms ourselves. Only a couple small ones.
Thanks for the positive feedback.
Copy.
Likewise on this next, if you check the map, terrain's fairly choppy. Use the terrain to your advantage to provide us support on our entire move.
You gotta step up.
Yeah, copy. Which way are you planning on clearing the town? I'm
That's
taking
going to
it.
be up to the fire teams.
Okay.
I'm leaving that to them.
Because I do see a beautiful SBF station based on, but it's depending on which way you guys clear it.
Yeah, that was 100 rounds, but it was just really
Roger,
fast.
stand by. Bravo, checking.
Damn. Like hypersonic speed.
Bravo, over to me, please. East Southeast.
Thank you, Morgan.
There he is. Miss America.
What? Who? Low? Okay, I got you.
Bravo should have one because I had the master key, so he took the law off my back.
Yeah, I was heard of it bleeding. And I was like, Mike, that you were nowhere. You were just off and all on there. Oh.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something.
Yeah, I was in the middle.
Well, because I was thinking, I was like, I only used one bandage, and then I was like, oh wait, no, I used epinephrine on Hammer.
We should put both of these on a table.
Oh, did you restock on CLS, Clay?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And now,
If you reference your map quick, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what we're doing. I'm not sure what exactly our movements are going to be. Still waiting to hear back. The fire team leaders are basically going to be deciding it. But from LZ Alpha to Objective Line, we can't go further south than that southern marked LOA, further north than that northern marked LOA.
I really don't like that.
Some more fresh spaghetti sauce.
I wasn't sure if we were able to throw frags in that exercise, so that's why I was like hesitant. I'm like,
How much do you like that LZ? I absolutely hate that LZ. How about you?
Yeah, I learned that.
Yeah, it's a bit sketchy, but
Oh, yeah, you see the big baddest problem, right?
Exactly, right? I'm flashback.
Oh, look, direct line of sight.
Build up again from parts.
yeah, that too. You shift that
Not strong.
west about
That
200
whole
meters.
Okay.
Yeah, either back there or in the.
Over
I'm
here.
assuming it's trees. Yeah.
Is that shattering sound?
But it looks like going with what I hoped would happen, and we're going to be setting SBF on that hillside as they push down into the town.
That one? Oh.
No, that
Yeah,
one
you
I
should see
didn't.
3-4 SBF
Oh,
mark.
Yeah,
I
the
literally shot him in the
military.
face.
That.
We may move down, considering we are only a
But then
machine
I
gun
think you
team,
claimed to
just
do
so we
that
don't
one,
get too
but
far
I
separated.
saw somebody
You
shoot
might
him
want
with
to.
40.
Probably once they're
Okay,
online,
I'm back.
probably about
The
right where the
thing.
Sophia name is in the town.
thing.
Probably once they reach there, we'll start moving down towards them, because there's a couple buildings we can follow.
You're going to want to set up
I didn't.
right here
It
and
is
take a look
destroyed.
at that.
I think at least.
Just due to that's a military compound, you would think they would have that.
Yeah, it's likely they may break off the fight and
It lasted probably 10,
help us
15,
clear it out
20 minutes
if it is occupied.
of just them throwing.
I would have them cleared out first.
There was like 3 MBTs.
We'll likely know as we get closer.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I was like.
I'm gonna go eavesdrop on this planning meeting real quick.
Okay.
After that, it kind of turned into a clusterfuck.
It's the Morgan brothers.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Ooh, I did not mean to flag you, Rip. Sorry.
You shouldn't have weapons.
Let's do a hair check. Yeah, let's do a hair
I
check.
am way too
Yeah, hey.
ADHD to sit here.
Don't do that. There might be snipers out there. I don't want to
Set on
get
your
shot.
upper lip.
And I definitely know he doesn't want to get shot.
You gotta wax because you don't shave.
I have really long like neck hairs too.
How old are you, 5? I think I got one.
Did you find a hair? Uh-oh.
I hear the Jaws music.
I know, right? Da-dun.
Or
Da-dun.
Ride of the
Da-dun,
Valkyries.
dun, 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 dun.
I am your west.
Where is he? What the fuck?
Hear me are.
You right there, boss?
Okay, go ahead and open up your map.
Where's 3-4? 3-4, you good?
Way in the
Yeah,
northeastern
I heard the
corner
general gist
of the island.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Find
Yep.
LZ Alpha.
Just know that at some point we may end up moving down in town with you, considering that we're going to be probably 500-600 meters separated once you guys are in town. What we may do is just support you until you get a foothold, and then move down, depending on how our eyes are from that SBF position.
Okay, good copy.
I just want to get too far separated since we are only a machine gun team. If we get into deep shit, so.
Yeah, I'm going to speak to Havoc pretty quickly about that, so stand by on that.
From the northwest and then move into the east, or if we're going to sweep all the way around and.
I mean, you and I can clear out a lot of shit really quickly, but.
It'll most likely be the latter.
You do have an entrenching tool, yeah?
All the way around past our moving down these buildings to the north of the town.
I do not. So you will be also the designated trench digger.
Any questions?
Digging trench.
Any civilians?
3-4, you will have simulated other Havoc 3 call signs with you.
Copy. If that's the case, then we'll likely stay up on that SBF if it's tenable.
Yeah. Call's yours.
Copy.
Send for 3-1 over.
3-1, do we know if there are any civilians in the AO?
So yeah, given that, we'll try and stay on that SBF as long as possible based on sight lines.
Yep.
Thank you, Matt. That's a negative on civilians.
Copy.
Alpha Bravo, 1 Mike, move out. Alpha take Helo 1, Bravo take Helo 2, 3-4.
Alright, we'll be moving out 1 Mike, we'll be taking
3-4
Helo 1.
take either of the Helos.
Can we lock load or are we waiting?
Copy. We'll just take 1.
Wait, 1.
So when we go through the flag, take the Helo 1.
Okay.
Point.
If you put your safeties on, you can load.
Joke's on you, I don't use a fucking safety. My weapon being lower is my safety.
Alright, see how I was doing it. Lock and load.
Who all has pouches for me?
I got 2 for you.
Are you looking in my fucking bag because I'm carrying a pouch for you?
100 rounder.
Yeah, you want to carry some fucking 40s for me?
Hawkins, I have 400
That's
rounds
all
for you.
I'm worth to you is
Yeah.
100 rounder.
100% and 100 round.
Alright, Alpha, move out.
3-4 Alpha Bravo, move out.
Copy.
Alright, we're taking the flag now.
Okay. Waves out.
Yeah, copy.
The set I got out on is on a fucking hill. I had to push it up.
Yeah, copy. I'm just staying below the hill. Just stay where you are.
I wasn't doing dick all on mine. I had to push up the hill to get any type of lights out or cover.
Give it a second for the sprint left.
Copy.
Alright, let's pick it up. We're moving east. Let's get in this ditch then. I'm gonna do something real quick that I forgot to do earlier.
Copy.
Correction, give a little bit of space to let 3-4 gun team move up first.
Alright, continue movement here.
Yep, on you.
Sure, hold up here.
Copy. You're gonna rear here. We're wide open out here to the north.
Alright, let's continue this bypass.
Copy.
From Havoc 3 on 130, that compound to our south is outside of our LOA, disregarded at this time.
That was on our net.
Yeah, solid copy. Heard 3's traffic relayed to my guys.
Okay, so that was for me?
Yeah, for
Okay, because it sounded like you said 3-1, this is 3-4, but we're always...
Oh, yeah, no, I was just saying from Havoc 3, relaying to you.
Oh, gotcha.
Given that they have 2 guys to the right, if you want to wedge off my left, that'd probably be preferable.
Copy, moving on your left. That's basically...
Yeah. Sounds like their lead fire team here is going to bypass this, given that we haven't taken contact from it.
Right now we kind of look like a retarded youth.
Copy everything on the north side of the template.
Send it.
Copy.
Yeah, we're gonna primarily stay to the north side of Death.
3 or 4 copies. I'll continue right behind him here.
Hold here at these Bravo knots.
Copy holding.
I see movement east on top of the hill.
They got moving up here. Let's get online.
Copy.
Which direction?
There's on the right. I'm gonna try and get up in the middle of the fire team here.
There, east, on the top of the hill.
Break. Alpha has eyes on 2 times station.
And they're engaged.
Okay, we need to shift left. We got smoke in our face.
Yep.
3-1, this is 3-4. We're going to shift left with your Alpha team here. Smoke made our position.
Alright, your last mark.
Let's just hold right here. Alpha, this is Bravo. You're crossing in front of me. I'm just going to pass the road here on your southwest. Try to cover you. Over.
Alpha copies. We had to display.
Look east.
I'm watching our left.
They're sweeping through on that left-hand side, so.
One of those guys up there got
Alright,
Let's get coming right here.
Bravo, push
Yep,
across the
Bravo,
ASR.
they were on that hilltop right through the trees there.
Bravo, push across the
Okay,
ASR.
let's push it up. We don't have eyes on that hill. This is Bravo pushing up east. We don't have eyes on the hill.
Move up with our Bravo team here. We're gonna join their SPF element.
Bravo,
Copy.
that way. We need to push to the northeast, follow Alpha.
I'm gonna go back up the hill again.
Just to your side. Over. Alpha wants us to come over to his side.
That's wait one.
They're covering us.
No great advantageous position for the top of this hill right here. So
3-4 copies all. We're going to retake our old position, given the smoke has cleared, and provide a support by fire.
Is that a fucking leg?
Huh?
Oh, it's a tree.
Yeah. Once they start getting close to that hilltop, we're going to break it down and follow them across.
Okay, firm. So this is still 102.
3-1, this is 3-4. We lost eyes on your element. We're going to break down our SBF and follow in behind. I see them. They're on the hill now anyway. Let's go.
Copy. Getting the shot from the top of the hill again.
Contact. Yeah, friendlies were just poking up on that right as we started leaving.
Good thing they're up there because they just got shot at.
Which side of the hill?
Yeah, we're gonna head right towards that gunfire now.
Into the breach, too.
No, we didn't say, and I did not see you. This is Bravo. Interrogative, where exactly did you get engaged from that first contact? Left or right side? Over. Alpha, this is Bravo. I copy. I am moving to your pause, but I wanted to know which side of this hill they got.
PK southeast.
Yep.
He says he got hit right on top of the hill. Bravo.
30.
Might have been a frag day through. Sounds like those contacts are pretty close up here.
Copy, you want to break off on the left then? Because we're like right on top of their ship.
I don't really like left. Let's break off right.
Copy.
I'm hearing someone say something about contacts in the base of the zone.
Do it.
I'm not seeing any eyes on target. Same pine trees to our south. And Mike is on his way.
Yeah, Roger. They were just kind of behind the defilade.
Crossing you, Clay.
Yep. Go ahead.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Alpha, got eyes on contact. Let's bump over there, boss.
Didn't get the distance.
Copy.
400 to 600 meters.
I like
East to west, they're coming toward us.
Eyes on. That's probably like 4 or 500.
Alpha's over here to the east. Immediately.
You guys gonna work on
Bravo, if you set up to our left
we already
on top
passed it
of
up.
the hill, you'll have good eyes on them.
You just. Oh, she needs blood. Shit.
Let's displace and get over to Alpha.
Yo, Hawkins lost a lot of blood.
All right, we're gonna hold here. Bravo's gonna be setting up to our northeast. We're setting up a haste. Yeah, go ahead. They're pulling off left. Go ahead and send it.
Here, east, guys. Sorry.
Sounds like they're from
You're almost shooting over friendlies, so just FYI, don't shoot.
Bravo, contact
off to your
the
right.
north side of the ASR.
If you want to move up.
I'm not moving up on my side.
500 meters.
095 from Alpha's pause.
There were guys down to the right of the scenery. Like
3-1, this is 3-4. We got guys on the hilltop with the white radar going very.
097, 445 meters. Before that bend in that road.
Anytime. 2
3-4.
times.
Eyes on.
Currently about 7
He's right down here.
now.
The
one
rock.
of those Victor 50 on it. I don't see the other one.
Roger.
I just see
The
the one.
other one
4
is
eyes
back
on.
in town.
One touch on
tree
the
line.
610. 505. And you got the gunner, good shot.
Did I get the gunner?
Yes, you did.
What was the range of that hilltop compound there?
Hilltop compound is break.
Eyes on it. There's another Humvee turning southeast.
1100?
Hit the front of the slope and I'll just fire off that.
679.
Okay, give me the range of the next Humvee. That's right left of a tree.
I'm searching, I don't see it. Stand by. Oh, I see it now.
Like, then we got shots going overhead.
Yeah, 914, 914.
Copy.
Popping smoke and
Yeah, we need
Alpha,
to
I want
move.
you to pop smoke to the east and displace.
Pull back left and north.
On the front slope.
Coming
Slope.
over north.
3-1, this is 3-4
Alpha's
traffic.
displacing north. We'll follow
Pass
Bravo.
me, Mike.
Bravo, stay in your last.
3-4 copies all. We've been following your Alpha team here.
Alpha copies, we'll follow you. Alright, we're gonna follow Bravo. Bravo's taking point.
Yeah, eyes on.
So 1100 might have been actually accurate on that fucking film.
Possibly. If that Humvee was 600, then yeah, 1100 might make sense.
The first one was 600. That second one that was at the bend of the road out behind that tree was 900.
Yeah, copy. 1100 makes sense for that gentleman. Just keep your head down here. Stay down, please.
Yep. And right behind you.
Yeah, drone's right up here at the rock.
Bypass this fire team here.
Yep.
Guys, we continue to have the Alpha team around, spotted in behind you.
heavy machine gun?
Oh, yeah, probably a 50 on one of the Humvees.
Here with
Turn definitely now. Moving across the road now. I'm staying on this side of definitely though.
Yes, copy. Let's try and see if we can bump up to the rocks southeast a little bit and help cover them across.
Yep.
We don't have any friendlies in front of us. A little bit more southeast.
Yep, there's a single shot upslope.
Okay, you watch upslope, I'll watch southeast.
Roger.
3-4 copies all. Move out to a temporary SPF here until more friendly elements push out in front of us.
Single shooter upslope, take you down.
Alpha, I need you setting up southwest, probably getting engaged uphill to their southwest. We need to help cover their
3-4's already on it.
Alpha has eyes out southwest.
Gates, was that you?
Team 2 kept moving a little bit.
Hey, Meyer.
Bravo, we're not seeing anything. We're going to see any movement in the northeast.
Meyer. Are you running the fire team today?
Paper.
Tell your guys up there, I dropped one right there at those trees.
There's a rifleman in the trees there?
No, I dropped one in those trees, so there might be more.
Roger.
300 to 400 meters on that road.
Everyone's covering that. I'm coming back to you.
There was at least one rifleman in the trees.
Unknown, no eyes on Humvee at this time. Correction on last. Both Humvees I can see currently do not have gunners. One still has a driver and is pulling back southeast, it looks like.
Alright, it moved off to the east. Let's continue moving northwest, or northeast. Alpha copy, moving northeast.
Guns behind us. Down slope. Now he's down.
Alright, let's catch back up here to friendlies.
Copy. Pop a new belt into your Olympic belt once you pop again.
So they're not shooting over our heads.
Found out.
This is Bravo. We're covering them. We're about to break down. Over.
So, dude, right in the middle of the fucking.
Not anymore. There isn't.
I'm a loser.
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Starting low is 3-4 away.
Nope, we're right here.
We're all facing one direction.
Pick it up.
Alright, we're going to keep rear security firm here as we move.
Hammer. We got to keep moving.
Copy, you have a new belt.
Copy, Tango Mike.
This is 3-4 for the time being. We're going to keep rear security until your Bravo team is caught up to your other fire team. Solid copy. We'll break down now. Not seeing anything to our rear. We'll move up and try and get in line with the Alpha team and help them out here.
I'm already moving, by the way. Already moving, by the way.
Yep. I heard your footsteps behind me.
Can you hear me now? No.
Teamwork and pick up, push past team 2, Bravo. Alright, let's move.
Gates, go ahead and move.
Yeah, thanks.
Bravo, go ahead. Continue movement. 3-4's got us covered right now.
Turn.
I'm gonna move up just a little bit here so I can see more down that bend.
Yeah, it's just going that's the way I heard that. Go up slope a little bit. Guys out.
Let's go ahead and break it down and move across.
Up. Oh shit.
Roger. You good?
Oh, you fucking.
All right, let's shift to the east a little bit because they're going to be moving to our southeast.
I'm gonna build out a trench over there.
No, I want definitely want this elevation.
You want in the tower then? I can go close the shutters.
It's a bit too exposed though.
Copy.
Let's pull back a little bit and let me take a peek that way.
That on that building.
Might be a good idea. Let's see if there's a way on top of it that we both can take.
Right here. Literally just climb. Okay.
Yeah, I just slipped climbing up there.
Okay.
Okay, I see the ravine. They're moving in off to our left-hand side here.
This is 3-4 Sun traffic.
So reference that destroyed building.
We got eyes on good eyes from town in our current position, as well as the ravine you are currently moving in.
Hey, got a guy on the fucking balcony. 518 141. 2-story house, white facade, orange roof, blue shutters.
Scanning.
He's
Point,
in the
there's a lot of those buildings like that.
He's in the prone, and he has a PK. Reference the church. He's right across from the church, southeast of the church.
Copy church.
Not sure if you can see the church. Can you see the church?
Oh, eyes on, eyes on. What range did you say it was?
518. He just stood up. And you're all around him.
Shooter at the balcony.
He's down.
Okay, eyes on friendlies, edge of town. Where's that shooter? Find him.
I'm finding. Oh, range or 155 bearing.
Point, just point.
467, right there. He's in the dance hall area. Still up. He's down. Getting you a new belt.
Hold on, I'm just loading myself real quick. I'm completely out.
Okay. That's a fucking big gun. Where the fuck is that? Oh, friendlies are 140 by that church.
Eyes on. At the cemetery there?
Yep. So the steeple. 609 is the range to that.
Copy.
In that destroyed building out there in the way out there, 750, I think.
Point again?
Right there.
Okay, the 2-story with the destroyed left side?
Yep. 764. Ooh. I'm rolling.
3-4 copies all that vehicle. Engaging 3-4 this time. Or repositioning.
Where the fuck was that?
There's a BTR in the town. Let's get off this rooftop. They know they've got that position pretty well zeroed in.
Yep.
Let's move up back into those rocks that we were in earlier.
We're not going to be able to get out there that would have eyes on us too.
It's BTR. Just had eyes on it momentarily.
Copy. Was it out in the bushes or was it actually in the town? In the town.
Actually, in the town. Moving the streets left. I saw it moving left to right, kind of in the road behind where we dropped that PK on the balcony.
Copy. They just took it.
Clay, I got eyes on a shooter. Give me a range to single story here.
Yeah, coming up to you. Point.
You see a body in the garage just to the left of that.
Body in the garage to the left of it. Eyes on range. 462. I'm going to engage it as well.
Down.
Yep. Did they drop that BTR?
Negative. They took a shot on it, but it did not go catastrophic. Don't know if it dismounted or not.
Did they shoot the ass end of it?
Oh, it definitely... Oh, get the fuck down. Get the fuck down. It's looking right at us.
Okay, I'm down. I don't know where you're looking.
He's right down that road, just past where I'm pointing.
Point again. Eyes on.
Just keep your head down for now.
He's by that.
I want to silence our gun.
He's that. He's in that church. I think I see him.
Something just exploded now. Yeah. Okay. He doesn't have eyes on us now. Scanning for targets. Okay, friendly's yellow building there.
Yep, eyes on.
Okay, we may need to push down shortly. Okay, yeah, friendlies are all in front of us here. Let's use this stuff down to our southwest here.
Okay.
3-1, this is 3-4. Be advised, at the time our SBF positions become ineffective due to friendlies in front of our sectors of fire break. At this time we're pushing southwest and then southeast to join on you.
Oh, let's stop at this these rocks right here for a second.
Yeah, we got friendlies there, and we got friendlies there.
Lincoln Belt. Good.
Alright, let's continue pushing down here.
Copy. Destroyed
3-1.
military building here.
BTR has gone catastrophic.
Checking out this military building, just
Peeking it real quick. I don't think there's been any contacts out this way.
yeah, it's clear. You're safely sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold up here, wait for you to catch up real quick.
Yeah, I'm a little slow. There's a guy close to us shooting at us.
Yeah, he's just past friendlies there. We're gonna try and stick close to that main road just off to our right here. Just kind of move down that and try and hold down the road.
Copy.
Just keep your eyes peeled here. I know friendlies did push through here, but I'm not seeing too many buildings marked just yet. Either they didn't take contact from them or they haven't cleared them.
Well, that's a 7.62 if I've ever heard one inside of a building.
Yeah.
This is 3-4 for traffic.
Wait, one. Pushing up a little bit faster than I can. Stand by.
Alright, we're going to be sticking close to their Bravo fire team here.
Copy.
Roger that. Be advised, we are still clearing where we took contact.
In the two-story.
Yeah, hold on, I'm about to kick them off this.
I'll take this.
I'm gonna go in and go right.
Bravo copies. I will.
I'm on the building on your left.
Yeah, copy. Go ahead and move down. I got a spot for us along the road here.
Someone was being shot at me, but I was nowhere near that.
I'm right behind you.
On the rooftop. That was the second story. 3-4, we're hitting this building with the
Wide open, I'm moving across.
Copy.
Yeah, we're at the hold up. Bravo's trying to catch us.
Bravo's right here.
We're clear over here. Go stairs.
Alright, let's start moving. Let's start clearing some buildings out.
Do you want to get upstairs on the balcony?
Southeast.
No, they're going to be moving too quick here. I want to stay along the road, and we're basically locking down this whole sight line here.
Oh no, that's what I was gonna. Did you want to get up on the balcony and lock it down?
No, by the time we get up there, there will be friendlies pushed in front of us. So.
Let's move east. Eight, low, be advised.
Right looks clear except the
Want to take
corner.
this building here? Oh, no, that's
Looks clear on the
Going
left.
right through the bush.
Copy, going left.
Friendly.
Stairs. Holding stairs.
Going across.
Hey, Liz.
We're just now clearing these buildings to our immediate right. So.
Yeah, copy. I'm not pushing past this.
Southeast still.
I'm over the top, by the way.
Copy. We've been recapped.
Yeah, copy.
Main on the southwest side.
Two coming out.
Going to reposition to hit that north side I was talking about.
Friendly coming up.
That was right on this corner.
All right, let's keep pushing. We're
Okay,
online here.
can you see?
You want to go prone?
Copy.
The corner that I'm on, like you're capturing.
I think I saw somebody to our southeast on the road. Left side of the road.
Holding stairs. He was right in the middle at the end of the road.
Here.
Upstairs.
Okay, for Alpha.
Let's bump to the right side of the road here.
Door right. You got a
Copy.
body up here, pine right. Hold my left.
Got your left.
Going right. We're clear.
Backing up just a little bit here because I'm exposed to my left.
Building clear.
Building clear.
Graveyard.
Yeah, friendly's looking to your left. So.
Friendly.
Continue forward here.
Copy.
Want to move on the southwest side or?
I want you to watch my right here. I'm going to be focused down the road.
Hey, this way.
It's a big gun. That's a big gun.
I'm coming back over to you.
Copy. We're moving down the main.
I don't know if this is
Take this left here with me.
left. Going right. Okay.
Jay, what's your status?
I'm gonna.
We'll go check in this.
Copy.
We're clear.
All right. Keep going.
Yeah, that's clear and checking the top.
Looks good.
Got another
Left
door over
room
here.
looks good going right.
Everyone, my second team is going in there now. Start to move down.
Balcony back is clear. Checking the front.
Brimley's coming out northeast side. Brimley's coming out.
Clear.
Okay, don't get it close.
Going
Back with you,
okay,
Hammer.
cool.
This is rust up. We were sitting on this building with
Copy. Can you spray it real quick? My spark paint seems to be has run out.
Copy.
Got staircase right.
3-4, we're passing.
No eyes.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay,
let's cross.
I'm set to go in.
Alright, I'm flashing the room beyond because both doors are open. Flash out.
The team is on you, Ham. Let's go in.
I got security on the stairs.
Go left.
Not sure if any contact has been taken from these buildings,
Morgan.
but given that we're not taking any now, I feel safe moving past them. Let's just not move past this building here.
Copy.
Alright, opening.
Hey, if we can get eyes from this other side,
Right looks clean, but I don't have eyes all the way.
Checking. I'm on your stick from the right hand side. Checking the. I'm on this.
What was that?
That shooter was in a shack.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Down.
That shack.
Alright, let's bump to the left side of the road here. I can't see much. To the right.
Guy in this building behind us.
Sure it's not a friendly?
Down.
I see friendly in the building.
Bravo copies. Okay, there's a building to our north that wasn't checked. 3-1's getting it right now. Let's continue south.
Someone with me.
Get moved up on these remaining buildings here.
I'm with you.
All right, moving.
Crossing.
Go ahead.
Crossing 3-4, crossing.
Yep, go.
Can't move up too far here because I don't want to expose
Okay,
myself
let's
down the
go to that
MSR.
corner.
We're good.
Back left is good. I'm going in right.
We're at the yellow way.
Sweeping. Got stairs.
Yeah, I don't want to go out on that main road.
Well, luckily we don't have any windows that can face us.
Okay, going in right. Okay, on you, Jay.
All right, we're gonna push up northeast to get better coverage between the teams. We got weapons on the ASR to the MSR.
Left.
So off to our left.
Basically, you're acting as a body block for me, so I don't move.
Back on, but yeah, that looks good to me. All right.
Out the back door now.
Two coming out.
Second.
Peachy. No, we're just chilling. This is our LOA.
Alpha 1 cleared this building off to our northeast here.
Getting security looking right.
Because that's where I did drop those shooters from.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
We're good.
Alright, let's move on that real quick.
3-4 copies.
Jay.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
I'm with White.
Two coming out.
Two friends.
Go for it.
What's
Be
up?
advised,
What'd you
I am
copy?
on the ASR. I said, MSR, frickin' on the south and east side
Pause X once we clear everything
of
up
our
to
lane
this
right
road.
now.
Okay.
Set with your second team. Over.
I don't know if this is clear here. That's going to be that building I shot from. I don't know. Where we're at.
Just hold here. This should be our limit of advance right now.
Be packing.
Give me an ace report. Reloading.
Hammer, I'm green on everything, considering you guys haven't given me any fucking pouches yet, so I'm green.
Morgan's green.
Come on over.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
I'm waiting on the rest of the platoon to come up to the south side of the MSR. Just hold defensive posture for the moment. We're currently waiting on Alpha. In addition to that other point, I mean.
3-1, this is 3-4. We are in defensive posture at this time.
Going over you, Morgan. Or Jay.
Alright, I'm off comms. 20 Sierra.
Copy.
Be careful poking out too far there. Make sure you're not exposed on that main road.
Index condition for your weapons.
Index condition 4.
Pull up at the service station. Which is...
Yeah, I guess plans change.
Northeast up the road.
It was 24 Sierra.
Hammer, we were indexed at this time. We're going to form up at the gas station up the road northeast.
Forming up at the gas station on the road. 3-1, this is 3-4. We heard all the traffic from your Bravo fire team leader. We're moving time now.
He's crouching. Why would you do that?
I was literally about to pin it down, then he ran away.
He's looking at a
I know,
penny
I'm an
dropping
asshole.
around, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh. I never said it.
Bravo's all here.
Alpha's all here.
3-4's all here.
Can you speak up, sir?
How's that?
Much better.
Cool.
Yeah. Apologies. Okay. Well, the second phase of today's training, I think, went fairly well. Once we'd inserted in the AO, we had Alpha and Bravo lead us out to the east-northeast, using the terrain in defilade with 3-4 popping up every now and again into a SBF position and providing us support as we moved along. We encountered limited enemy, a couple of vehicles, Humvees and such, until we made to our position near the communications domes to our north. From there, we peeled away around to the east, used the terrain to move down into our lane and began clearing town. Overall, the town clearance, from my point of view, went fairly well. A couple of things a couple of points I'd like the team leads to work on when they are clearing. When you're given direction to move to another area and begin that clearing, and you're given it for the second and third time, there may be some urgency in what you are being asked to do. So get on and do it. Do not hesitate and quickly move into that new area and begin clearing. At one stage, we had both Alpha and Bravo in line behind each other, clearing only one side of the town, when we had all the northwestern side of town to clear. So ensure that you maintain your situational awareness by looking at your blue force. Ensure that you communicate your intent with each other as fire team leaders so that does not occur again. At the couple of times there were buildings that were bypassed that we took fire from. Ensure that you clear those buildings. Ensure that those buildings are marked and tagged correctly with green paint. What I'll do, we'll go through Alpha Bravo, then Mike, then through to the captain, and first 3-7, and then everyone else. So Alpha.
Thank you, Sergeant. The only point that hasn't been covered already that I had written down here, it was more of a question. If you open up your maps, my question is, we were talking about taking that blue line in to our lane, kind of going building to building, and instead we went north, east, and then south, and then came into a sister squad's lane, and then came into our lane with uncleared buildings, both left, right, and center. Can you elaborate why we ended up going on that route instead?
Alpha, and thank you for the question. The green route that we took, if you've still got your maps open, proved to be the most secure and provided us with most concealment and cover from fire from the town as we moved down. it was estimated that if we followed blue route down through that area, it would open ourselves to fire from the town. And I'm pretty sure one of the key things that is instilled in us is not to move down a face of a hillside. Correct me if I am wrong.
That makes sense. Thank you, Sergeant.
We were coordinating, for your own consumption, we were coordinating with 3-2 and 3-3 on our move all the way down the hill, and we did have three elements of 3-4 in that support by fire position until we began clearing the town. So that was the reasoning behind that.
My question regarding that is, did you know that this ditch was here?
Not until it was pointed out to me.
So what made that green line approach better than the blue line approach? Without knowing the ditch. Once I saw the ditch, then yes, it was a better approach. But I know because when I was down in the ditch, I looked back up and I could not see the tower, which means that you couldn't have seen the ditch from up there.
Negative. Thank you, sir, for the question. I requested ISR from higher.
And they told you about the ditch?
I specifically asked Havoc 3 on comms what it was like down in that direction.
Okay.
Havoc 3 then provided that there was a ditch in that direction.
Roger.
Any
So
further?
What I'll say is, not knowing that that ditch was there, either one of those routes would have been just as good as the other one. And the route I was looking at before we started the mission was the blue line.
I think so.
That's all.
Thank you. Any further questions, Alpha?
Negative, Sergeant. That route selection was something we were trying to work on tonight, so that clarification was good. Thank you.
Thank you, Alpha. Bravo. Any questions, comments?
Thank you, Sergeant. So, looking at the map right now, based on that maneuver we were just talking about, right? When we swept down on that east side of that hill with the high military position up there, right? By following that green line, we left ourselves exposed to those buildings on the west side, the one where the blue line is running. And I don't recall if we took much or even any fire from that side in specific, but if there had been, like say, a dug-in machine gun position, we would have gotten torn up as soon as we came out of there. My team pushed over and swept through the area, and then we kind of sort of tried to continue tracking down this way, which was with mixed success. Now, at some point, Sergeant, you said that when we started the debrief, right, you said that that you were trying to instruct me to maneuver out of the position I was in to take care of something else. As I was heading southeast, right, initially I was trying to find that BTR so that we could take it out because it seemed like Alpha was having trouble with it. During that interval, we were getting shot up from different sides, engaged by guys in those buildings while we were trying to move to contact on that BTR. In the process of that, I was still shooting it out with guys, and my guys were still shooting it out with guys. When you were trying to get us to maneuver, we were really not in a good position to do anything other than eliminate the enemy that we were already fighting. I believe I did, sir.
Okay, then what's the point that you're trying to get to?
Sir, I was simply saying because I was not trying to ignore Sergeant Lowe's orders. I had other things I was dealing with at that point. I could not really have reasonably done, as I saw it, much else in that position.
Thank you, Sergeant White, for those points. I was not criticising you. I was providing a teaching point. When instructed, the idea is to, as soon as you can, break contact and move back to the position you're asked to move to, or move to the position you're asked to. You were firing directly into Alpha's rear from the position. You potentially could have been firing directly into Alpha's rear from that position you were in. I'm not here to justify the tactics decisions made on the ground, but as soon as you conceivably possible, break contact, and that's what we do, break contact and move to that position.
Roger that, Sergeant. That's all I have for the purposes of the everybody debrief. Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you very much, Bravo. Mike, any points from you?
Thank you, Sergeant. Nothing from medical.
Thank you very much for coming tonight, Mike. Couldn't have done it without you. Captain, any further points from you?
Where was the BTR when it was destroyed? Just anyone show me on the map.
I believe at that dot at the intersection, somewhere. It's in that.
Okay,
general
so
vicinity.
this is the building that we were shooting at it from, and this is that angle, and that's where we took the AT-4 shot from. What happened with that AT-4 shot?
Hit a tree.
Nice. So that building got taken down by the HEDP. The thing to know, who was the other grenadier shooting at the BTR? Because I heard it get shot at a couple times.
That would have been me, sir.
Roger, were you hitting it with HEDP?
Yes, I was, sir.
Okay, so it was you and me that took out the BTR. But regardless, the point I'm trying to make is Mout and CQB is fucking hectic and chaotic, and trying to keep like too tight of a leash on your team as a team leader when you're doing it, especially with experienced team members, is something you have to be cognizant of and try not to do. Like, you got to trust your guys in your team to perform their duties, you know, to the fullest extent of their ability. Because I know when we got, I guess when we were crossing over here is when we heard the BTR, and I think we cleared this building and maybe this building, and then we heard the BTR, so we moved this way to engage the BTR, and we had to clear this building trying to get a shot on it from the top, and I hit it once from this direction, and then I went through the building and out onto the porch, and I got the rest of the shots from this angle on it. And I think almost the whole time we were doing that, you were like, you guys need to reconsolidate and we need to stick together. So you gotta make sure you're cognizant of what's going on and what your team members are trying to accomplish, especially in close quarters situations like that. Because that AT-4 shot misses. That means all we have left is the law and 3 grenadiers. And we had 2 of the grenadiers engaging that thing. And if you had pulled me back, that would have been only 1 grenadier engaging that thing, and we don't even know if the other, or I didn't know if the other grenadiers were going to engage or if the law was lining up on it or anything. So try to make sure, you know, as a learning point for when you do become a team leader, you know, basically train your team up to where they know what the fuck they're doing, and then just let them do it.
I don't, sir.
Just your job as a team leader is to make sure no one gets, like, grossly far or spread out or separated. But as long as you know where they're at and what they're doing, and you're basically in control of that, then you don't need to worry about them that much. That's all I have.
Thank you, Captain. Just to put a bow on that point that the Captain made, stand by. Bravo was Bravo was attempting to manoeuvre with the 66. Correction. The law. Sorry, old person syndrome. The law. To engage that target. So they were attempted to get there. Thanks, boss. 3-7. Suddenly.
We can't hear you if you're talking.
You could have called it a 66. It's a 66 millimeter.
Yeah, it was when I was using it. So yeah.
Testing.
Yeah.
Back in Vietnam.
Thank you. Not sure what the fuck is the problem with my microphone, but alright, I'll make this quick since it's been here a while. So, number 1, make sure you keep up communications on a fire team and a squad level. On 131, when we were starting to clear buildings, there was a large amount of time when there was no communication whatsoever going across the squad net. Don't make that happen. Make sure you inform your squad leader of what is going on through the radio so that the other fire team can also hear it. If you're next to each other, that's fine, talk in local, but you can't be sure that your other fire team leader is nearby as well. Or if he is, then he shouldn't be there because both fire teams should be on the same fucking building, clear in an out environment. And number 2, this applies more to Sergeant White, but this also goes to everybody. Work on reducing your verbosity. This is not a court. We're not your lawyers. You don't have to make sure that everything you say, you have to add on certain words to cover your bases, all right? We're not looking to fucking disparage you. We're not looking to take you apart. We're not looking to put you down, all right? Don't try to argue. Make your point, make your statement, move on. And that should be it from me. Thank you, Sergeant Love.
Thank you, 3-7. Aries.
Did you guys have fun?
Correct. Open. Thank you very much.
Cool.
I've got 3-4.
Thank you, Sergeant. I got nothing for the squad as a whole. Had a good time.
Excellent. Thanks for coming along. How far into the town could you effectively cover us from that SBF?
Before you guys were clearing, I could cover most of the town, minus a few angles based on buildings blocking them off. However, I had pretty good eyes from up there. I just moved down because I didn't want to be shooting over your heads, was all.
Good stuff. And again, thank you for coming along. Open up to the floor. Any points from the floor? Comments or questions? Sub Gates.
Thanks, Sarge. There was one point when we were moving towards the town. Someone in my team was talking about they wouldn't have an angle on a certain thing. I believe it was a Humvee that they were laying in the open.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So, thanks, Sarge. And correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't you prioritize your fucking life or well-being over engaging a target? So what's the point of laying in the open when you can pull back 15 feet and get behind a hill to engage the same target? Don't just lay in the open and engage a target because you can see it if someone else has eyes on it. That's all I had. Thanks.
Thank you, Sergeant Gates. I think Private Morgan was next.
We can't hear you, Private.
Speak up. Speak up.
Negative. There we go. Is that better?
Negative.
Give it a second.
A little bit. Move around a little bit. Maybe it'll, stretch out your. There you go, voice box.
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is more a question for Aries. We encountered an enemy that had an AT-4. Did they pick it up, or what was the deal with that? Just out of curiosity.
The
faction we're fighting against has AT-4 on their AT gunners.
Ah.
Yep, that's it.
That answers it then. Thank you.
Any other points, questions?
Was that after we shot our AT-4?
Negative, sir. That was before.
Okay.
No other points. Once again, thank you to all the fill-ins and Aries for coming in tonight. As I said, couldn't have done it without you. You're always welcome at a 3-1 training session. For members of 3-1, we have an operation this Sunday. So be ready to go no later than half an hour before kick-off time, which is 2000 Eastern.
Saturday, 2000 Eastern Saturday. Sunday for you and me, but Saturday for the rest of them.
Saturday. Sorry for the confusion. If you are not going to make it, ensure that you let your chain of command know through your team leaders. If there are no further questions, you are dismissed. Thank you. Further questions, you are dismissed. Thank you.